30 disturbing robberies caught on camera, South Africa. Watch as the robber fires shots into the air, forcing everyone to scatter. A group of men jumps out of their car and blocks the cash-in-transit vehicle. They move in fast and start robbing the truck, forcing the guards to step out. Terrified for their lives, the guards comply. A response guard quickly notices a stolen car and immediately gives chase. As he gets close, he blocks the path of the stolen vehicle, stepping out of his own car to confront the thieves. Without warning, the occupants of the stolen car start shooting at him, but his quick reflexes allow him to take cover just in time. He begins returning fire, determined not to back down. Suddenly, another car carrying the thugs pulls in front of him, attempting to cut him off and shoot him again. Miraculously, by God's protection, he survives the attack and retreats, taking cover near nearby houses while continuing to fire back at the armed criminals. An armed man suddenly blocks the road, and fear takes over. He's driving home, finally enjoying a rare moment with his family after months apart. Laughter fills the car, music playing softly, when suddenly a man steps into the road, forcing them to a halt. Heart racing, he barely has time to react as masked men surround the car. Teenagers with knives surround the Uber driver. He shouts, "Take everything," as panic sets in. A man arrives to pick up his Uber passengers, expecting a routine ride. But the moment the teenagers get in, everything changes. They pull out knives, shouting and threatening him. Fear grips the driver, his heart racing, as he obeys their demands. One by one, they move to the driver's seat, rifling through his pockets and taking everything of value. What should have been a normal ride has turned into a terrifying ordeal in an instant.
You wanna fucking die?
Don't.
What do you have in your pockets?
Nothing.
Say.
If I have, I give you. I have.
Say.
My brother, if I
Say
have.
no, let me see.
Nothing. Take everything.
Salam. You Muslim?
Yeah.
Say your mom. Salam. No stress, my guy, man.
An Uber driver is suddenly stabbed by a passenger, turning a routine ride into a shocking fight for survival. It began like any other day. The Uber driver picked up his passengers, chatting softly, unaware of the danger ahead. Then, in a heartbeat, everything exploded. One passenger lunged, knives flashing, stabbing him. Panic surged as they grabbed his belongings, throwing the car into chaos. Blood, fear, and adrenaline filled every second. Somehow, amid the terror, the driver spotted a chance to escape. He bolted, heart hammering, shaken but alive, forever changed by the sudden attack. They rob him right after he steps out of the shop. It starts with a man walking out of a shop with his groceries when he's suddenly spotted by two thieves. One approaches from the front, the other from behind. They pull out guns and point them at him. Terrified, he cooperates as they take everything he has, even searching his pockets before escaping.
Zoals we net laten leiden. Oh, gaan hulle.
Thieves rush in and steal an ice cream machine, making off with it before anyone can react. A car pulls up and reverses in front of an ice cream shop, idling as tension hangs in the air. After a few moments, the thieves step out and point their guns at the guard, who, terrified, obeys their every command. Calmly and efficiently, they disconnect the ice cream machine, load it into their car, and drive off, leaving the shop and the guard in stunned silence. A man sprints for his life as thieves give chase, panic driving every step. A Golf follows a Ford Raptor into a busy parking lot, waiting silently as the owner goes about his business. As soon as the Raptor parks, the Golf makes a quick U-turn and reverses, positioning itself dangerously close. The tension spikes the moment the Ford's owner steps out and walks toward the shop. Thugs leap from the Golf, guns drawn and ready. The owner reacts instinctively, sprinting away as bullets fly, but the thugs are too slow to catch him. Frustrated, they turn their attention to the car itself, smashing the window and snatching a bag. The contents of that bag remain a mystery, leaving the scene with questions as chaotic as the attack itself. A heated confrontation erupts between car hijackers and thieves, tension crackling as both sides face off in a dangerous standoff.
Come out! On the floor! On the floor! I got one suspect in custody. Stay on the floor! On the floor!
A man is grabbed by thugs, trapped in a sudden wave of terror. A man is followed by thugs all the way to his home, their presence a shadow he can't shake. As he reaches his gate, hoping for safety, they suddenly appear, blocking his exit. Panic surges through him, he tries to run, but trips and falls, leaving him vulnerable. The thugs close in, guns and threats forcing him to comply. Trembling, he hands over everything they demand, but their attack doesn't end there. They hijack him and take all his belongings. In a matter of moments, what should have been the safety of home becomes a nightmare, leaving him shaken, terrified, and helpless. A car is smashed from behind by thugs. A car crawls through heavy traffic when a group of thugs spots bags in the boot, likely containing valuables. Without warning, they smash the car from behind, snatch the goods, and vanish into the crowd, leaving chaos in their wake. A group of armed men stormed into an electronics shop, creating panic as they pointed their weapons and ordered everyone to sit down and keep quiet. The customers and staff immediately froze in fear while the robbers demanded that the salespeople hand over all the electronic gadgets in the store. Moving quickly and aggressively, the men forced the workers to empty shelves and counters, taking phones, laptops, and other valuables before fleeing the scene. Thugs ransack a man, leaving him defenseless. It was a normal day in Johannesburg CBD, and a man was running his shop, greeting customers and enjoying the rhythm of business after warmly saying goodbye to his family. Little did he know, some of the customers had other intentions. Suddenly, one of them pulled out a gun, pointing it at him, while accomplices appeared alongside. Panic erupted as real customers scattered, and the thugs began searching the man, taking all his belongings. In minutes, they vanished as quickly as they came. A hijacked car is seen speeding away from a petrol station as the thugs flee the scene. Moments earlier, a car had pulled into a petrol station for a routine refuel. The driver stood beside his vehicle, checking the gauge to make sure the fuel was flowing properly. It was a calm afternoon, nothing out of the ordinary. Suddenly, a suspicious man appeared from around the corner, moving with purpose. Before the driver could react, the man pulled out a gun and ordered him to step back. Two more thugs rushed in, surrounding him. In seconds, they forced him away from the car, jumped into the driver's seat, and sped off, hijacking the vehicle right there at the pump. A thug can be seen moving through the helpless passengers, grabbing phones, wallets, and bags as they sit frozen with fear, powerless to stop him. A bus stopped to drop someone off at a busy Johannesburg bus stop when, within seconds, a group of armed thieves sprinted inside. Wearing balaclavas and carrying guns, they held the driver at gunpoint before storming down the aisle. Row by row, seat by seat, the thugs demanded phones, wallets, and any valuables the terrified passengers had, collecting everything with cold efficiency before fleeing just as fast as they came.
Sorry?
The operator is a pre-rate.
Wie zit daar?
27, 31, 35, 4.
Last one, hè?
A woman is robbed by thugs at her doorstep. A woman struggles to open her gate, groceries in hand, when suddenly a group of thugs appear out of nowhere. They rush her and snatch everything she's carrying before disappearing as quickly as they came. An Uber Eats driver is robbed right at the customer's doorstep, caught off guard and forced to hand over the delivery. An Uber driver arrives to make a delivery, unaware he's being followed. As soon as he stops, thugs pull up, armed and ready. Terrified, he runs for his life, handing over his belongings as they seize both his bike and the delivery. A Toyota Fortuner is stolen by thieves, disappearing before anyone can react. A man had just finished shopping and was loading his purchases into the boot of his Toyota Fortuner when passing thugs spotted him. With all his doors open and vulnerable outside, he had no chance to react. Suddenly, a car appeared out of nowhere, stopping abruptly in front of him. An armed man jumped out, and in sheer shock, the man didn't resist. He handed over everything the thug demanded, and his brand new Toyota Fortuner was stolen before his eyes. A man is traveling home at night after a great evening. As he turns toward his gate, a car suddenly appears behind him, blocking his path. Armed robbers jump out, demanding everything he has. In a terrifying few moments, he's not only robbed but also hijacked, his night ending in chaos and fear. A bike sits outside a house when thieves strike in a flash. In a quick, daring robbery, they snatch the bike and vanish before anyone can react, leaving the owner stunned and helpless. A man is traveling home at night, unaware he's being followed. As he waits outside his gate, an unknown vehicle stops suddenly behind him. The gate won't open, and he tries to escape, but panic sets in as he realizes he's too slow. Terrified, he obeys the robber's commands, but his compliance doesn't save him. They kidnap him, leaving his car behind as they disappear into the night. Two men are robbed at gunpoint, searched thoroughly, and their Mercedes-Benz is hijacked. The precision of the attack suggests it might have been an inside job, especially since they were traveling with millions.
Yeah, I'm sure we have to send me the phone in here, numbers, I'll get your numbers now.
A policeman is caught on CCTV stealing, shocking everyone who sees the footage.
Second time.
A car suddenly appears out of nowhere in the dead of night as a man waits for his gate to open. He panics the moment he sees it and tries to reverse, but it's already too late. The car blocks him in, doors fly open, and thugs rush toward him. Overwhelmed, he's dragged out and kidnapped on the spot. It looks like a business deal gone wrong. An Uber driver pulls up to pick his customers, but before anyone can settle in, armed thieves storm the car. The terrified passengers scatter, leaving the driver alone at gunpoint. Cornered and helpless, he hands over everything as the thieves strip him of his belongings and flee. A delivery driver had just arrived outside a customer's gate, double-checking the order before handing it over. It seemed like a normal drop-off, quiet street, calm evening. But as the customer opened the gate to receive the package, a suspicious car rolled up and stopped abruptly. Sensing danger, the customer dashed back inside and slammed the gate just seconds before a group of thieves jumped out of the car. The driver, now alone and exposed, froze as the men rushed him and pointed weapons his way. Cornered with nowhere to run, he handed over everything, his phone, wallet, and even the delivery he was carrying. Within moments, the thieves grabbed the goods and sped off, leaving the shaken driver stranded outside the gate.